Hi, boys and girls, welcome back. Today we're going to continue to read the book Claudette, and we're going to see what happens. But before we do, we want to think about our lesson for today. Good readers, you're going to study the problems by going back to the parts where the characters face problems and thinking about how the problem is handled or solved. So you can jot down on Post-its or you can write it down in your notebook. The problem was, and you're going to explain what the problem was and how was it solved. Sometimes problems are not always solved, so then how was it handled? So today we're going to read and see how this character had problems and how the character handled or solved these problems.
She thought maybe she could work for the fire department.
Sorry, we just got a brand new pumper truck.
Or maybe they needed some help down at the garden center.
Sorry, these plants take tons of water.
But nobody seemed to need her.
Sorry, it's all done by machines.
Claudette was feeling blue.
So I noticed that one problem Claudette had was that she wanted to do something big for others, but no one needed her help.
The next day, there was a big storm in Claudette's neighborhood. The sky got dark. The rain came down like cats and dogs, and the wind blew harder than she'd ever seen wind blow before. When the storm finally stopped, Claudette realized she'd been blown far from her neighborhood. She didn't know anyone here. Hello. Hi. Howdy. How you doing? And they didn't seem eager to get to know her. But pretty soon she was making new friends and seeing things she'd never seen before.
Welcome to our neck of the woods, small fry.
What a cute little cumulus.
Have you seen our new pal?
Barely.
Then she heard something she'd never heard before.
Ribbit.
She looked down at what was supposed to be a pond, but was really just a puddle of mud. What happened to your pond, Froggy?
It dried up. And now it's more like a puddle than a pond.
This gave Claudette an idea. More like a brainstorm, actually. She held her breath until she started to puff up all over. Then she turned a nice blue-gray color. She kept growing until it looked like she was ready to burst. She shook her behind until it made a little rumbling sound. Not quite what you'd call thunder, but enough to let people know they might want to grab an umbrella. then she did what she'd wanted to do for ages. She let it pour. Claudette rained on that little puddle until it grew into a big puddle. And she kept on raining until that big puddle grew into a perfect pond. As soon as she stopped, frogs of every stripe and spot came jumping into the pond. They all let out a big thank you in unison. Thank you in frog.
Now, can you think of another way or another problem that Claudette had? And how did Claudette solve that problem or handle that problem? So I noticed that there was another problem. The problem was that the pond was dried out and the frogs didn't have a home. It was handled because Claudette tried really hard and was able to make it rain enough to fill the pond again.
Claudette was exhausted, but happy. Even the higher-ups were impressed.
Nice work, Cloudy.
Yeah, way to water.
Prodigious precipitation, Pipsqueak. That was some righteous rain. We knew you had it in you.
Which got her thinking. I'll bet there are other big and important things a little cloud can do. And off she went. The end.
It was solved because she found other ways a little cloud like her could help other people. Today you're going to be reading your books and you're going to study the problems by going back to the parts where the characters face problems, and you're going to think, how was the problem solved or how was it handled? Bye!